This video will show you how to install and commission properly an Ariston solar system. Before unpacking the components, please have a look at the manual where all the warnings and instructions are explained. Chapter 1. Components. Ariston solar system consists of four main components. A solar tank where the hot water is stored, a solar collector which captures the energy of the sun, the hydraulic fittings, and the installation frame. The hydraulic kit package contains all the components required for installation of the system's primary circuit. The kits are different whether you are installing systems with one collector or two collectors. If you are installing a system with one collector, the following materials are provided in the kit: one instruction sheet, one indirect cylinder air relief valve, two nipples connections, 5 fixing clips, one system filling tap, one cap fitting, one copper return pipe, one lower copper flow pipe, one upper copper flow pipe, 4 seals, 8 O-rings. If you are installing a system with two collectors, the following materials are provided in the kit: one instruction sheet, one indirect cylinder air relief valve, two nipple connections, 11 fixing clips, one system filling tap, two 90 degrees connections, 3 cap fittings, two copper flow return pipes, one copper flow pipe, one copper return pipe, two T fittings, 8 seals, and 20 O-rings. The installation frame contains all the components required for ground installation of the system. The installation frame is different whether you are installing systems with one collector or two collectors. In case of systems with one collector, the kit consists of the following elements: two vertical uprights, letter A, two flat bars, letter B, two collector support brackets, letter C, two cross pieces, letter D, two ground cross pieces, letter E, 22 M8 screws, letter F, 10 M8 washers, letter G, 18 M8 nuts, letter H, two L-shaped bars, letter I. If you are installing a system with two collectors, the kit consists of the following elements: two collector support brackets, letter C, two ground cross pieces, letter E, 32 M8 screws, letter F, 14 M8 washers, letter G, 24 M8 nuts, letter H, two tall vertical uprights, letter I, 4 L-shaped hooks, letter L, two long flat bars, letter M, two cross pieces, letter N, two cross pieces, letter O, two short ground cross pieces, letter P, two struts, letter Q. Chapter 2. Frame installation. In this video, we will show the installation for a system 150 liters with one collector. For the installation of systems with two collectors, the procedure is the same. Please follow the instruction in the instruction manual. Thank you. To begin with the installation, position the two vertical uprights at a distance as shown in the picture. After that, take the two flat bars and position them on the back of the uprights. Start with the first flat bar, which, as you can see, must go on the lowest and middle holes of the uprights. Once the bar is positioned, fix it with one bolt, one nut, and one washer on each side. After the operation is completed, repeat the operation for the second flat bar. If the operation is performed correctly, you will see that the two bars are matching in the center. Fix also the center with one screw, one washer, and one nut. Your system should now look like this. The next step for the installation of the solar system is to install the two collector support brackets. As you can see from the picture, they have to go upwards and they have to be fixed with 2 screws, 2 washers and 2 bolts. Your system should now look like this. To proceed with the installation, take now the 2 cross pieces and position them on the 2 collector support brackets. As you can see, the holes must match. Once you position the components correctly, fix it with nuts, bolts and washers. Once you will install also the 2 ground cross pieces, all the components together will look like this. Your system should now look like this. Move on with the installation by taking the 2 ground cross pieces and positioning them at the base of the 2 vertical uprights as shown in the picture. Once the pieces are positioned, take bolts, washers and nuts and fix them to the base. To conclude the installation of the supporting frame of the solar system, take now the 2 L-shaped bars. Start with the installation of the one at the bottom of the system by matching the holes with those of the components D and E. Once the bar is positioned, proceed to the fixing with the bolt, a washer and a nut. Repeat now the procedure for the upper bar. Once again, first of all, position the bar. Once the holes are matching, proceed with the fixing by using a bolt, a washer and a nut. Your system should now look like this. Chapter 3: Tank and Collector Installation. To proceed with the tank installation, you should first of all remove the bolts which are at the bottom of the tank itself. As you can see from this picture, there are 3 bolts. You should only remove the 2 external. Once the operation is concluded, you can move the tank on the supporting frame and proceed again to fix the bolts which you previously removed. The second step is to move the collector on the space which was created by the installation of the frame. Once the collector is positioned in its frame, you can move ahead by fixing it using the bolts and the washers and matching the holes of the collector with the holes of the frame. Chapter 4: Hydraulic Kit Installation. To conclude the installation of the solar system, we are now moving to install the hydraulic kit components. First of all, let's install the 2 nipples in the inlet and outlet of the solar circuit of the tank. As a second step, we can connect the 2 copper pipes with insulation directly to the nipples. The pipe on the right side of the system is the bended one. This pipe represents the outlet of the solar collector and the inlet of the solar tank. To install the pipe, you will need 2 O-rings and 1 clip. Position the O-rings at the extremity of the pipe, as shown in this picture. After that, push the pipe into the hole. To fix the pipe to the hole, use the clip. The left side connections represent the inlet of the solar collector and the outlet of the solar tank. It consists of 2 pipes which are joined by using a seal as shown in the picture. In the lower part, the pipe must fit into the hole, and to avoid any leak you should use 2 O-rings as shown in the picture. To fix the pipe to the hole, use the clip as done in the previous case. On the bottom right side, you should put the system filling tab together with 2 O-rings and 1 clip. Finally, in the top left side, you should put the cap fitting together with 2 O-rings and 1 clip. As a last step, we should fit the system with the safety valves. Ariston solar systems come with two safety valves. One safety valve is for the solar circuit and is the one on top of the tank. To install the valve, simply screw the valve into its position. There is no need to screw hard. As per the sanitary safety valve, this goes in the cold water inlet. Also in this case, there is no need to screw the valve too hard. Your Ariston solar system is now ready to be commissioned. Chapter 5. Commissioning. For the commissioning of Ariston solar system, the procedure is very easy. During the system startup, the covering sheet must be left on the collectors until the system is finally commissioned. As a first step, check the tightening of pipe connections between the tank and collectors. After that, move to the filling of the system. The first step is to prepare the mixture of water and glycol into a basket. The solar system should be filled only using gravity. Use a funnel, a rubber tube at least 3 meters long, a clip, and a container with the water and antifreeze mixture. Push one end of the rubber tube into the tap located in the lowest part of the circuit, and the funnel into the other end of the tube. Now, slowly pour the mixture of water and antifreeze liquid into the funnel. During this operation, make sure the solar system is not fitted with a solar safety valve on top of the tank. Once water and glycol will start coming out of the hole in the top of the tank, this will show that the system is fully filled and the procedure is over. At this point, close the lower collector tap and fit the safety valve on top of the tank. After this, proceed with a leaking test. Increase the pressure to about 1 bar, check the hermetic seal at all connections, and also check that the safety valve works properly. At this point, the system is ready and can be used. Chapter 6. Overall procedure. This chapter will show you the full installation of the frame, tank, collector, and hydraulic kit of the solar system. For your reference, you can consider that the full installation of the system takes about 10 minutes